Okay, so back to our chair. So in the last episode we did our blockouts. Now we need to fix the topology of the object. What's the problem of the current one? Dense squares and triangles on some areas and light triangles on some areas, which means the following. So we will go to the leg, for example. We will use the loop cut, go right here, make a loop cut, another loop cut, another loop cut here, here, also some loop cuts. Now that's nice. Maybe, yes, this increase the triangle count. It will be easier when we are sculpting, which is an important thing to adding details. Maybe another one here. So this is something. This needs a lot of the topology. This would suck a lot when going to sculpting mode. So with this 1 2 3, here 2 1 2 3, maybe even more, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. I'll add just another layer of that. In the end we will subdivide it, so it does not really do not really care about that. In the end, all the details will be either decimated or exported as normal, so don't worry about the poly counts right now. Another thing is this sucks too. This should be subdivided multiple times. Subdivide, another subdivision, maybe adding some loop cut there, just because it's more of a rectangle than a cube. The density of the vertices would more on the x to y axis, so we need to increase it manually by loop cutting, just because this is the part that we need a cloth simulation for. So yeah, this would go well. Now we'll go like this, save, go to the physics properties, cloth. You should apply the pressure. As I remember, I've never done this for a long time. So yeah, pressure and the gravity to 0 as I remember them. Play, see when it fits, because yeah, it is like a pillow, but not really a pillow like this one. Quite a bit of a pillow, just like this. Let's see to smooth it. Yeah, that fits perfect. So we will apply the cloth modifier now and see the clean retopology here. This is so clean, this is so good, and this decimates real good when we go back to when we do our retopology. So yeah, now the middle parts are a bit cleaner. Maybe we need this part to have more on this. Here it needs some cutting too, just for it to be the same density. Yeah, so this to have a very good density, which is important when we will go back and do some detailing in sculpting. And now let's go to the frame. This needs a bit of work. We need to add some loop cuts here, maybe even more, just to match the density. Here we will not see cuts there. So yeah, that's good, that's better. The thing is, I noticed that I had a problem here. Wait, let me just get this out of that. When we get this out, disable our frame for a second, we notice that we have something weird. These triangles are not right. Yeah, that might seem like not a big deal. It's just one triangle. Why I'm not moving it like this? This would fuck up our topology. So we will go select the first one, right click and merge vertices at center. This would be better than re-enabling the frame. So we fixed more of our topology, as you see, besides the cloth simulations, which we can unsubdivide easily. Most of it now is perfect. The parts where we need to sculpt and add details is high poly counted, which is important in sculpting. So yeah, this is the topology part. Let's go to sculpting. So in chairs in general, as my perspective of chair, usually the frame, the base and the legs that has some we might say details, so we need only to sculpt that, and this could be done easily. How is that? First we need some brushes. Yeah, you can work with the normal brush of Blender, but it would take more work from you. I I strongly recommend that you just go and buy a pack of brushes only for $40 to $100. Yeah, it might seem expensive in the beginning, but they would save you ton of hours and time when working with sculpting in Blender and adding details for complicated structure. Besides that, we have a big problem. You noticed when I switched to sculpt mode and sculpted, the brush looks off and it's not really sculpting well. This is due to the normals and the transforms. So we need to choose all of this, the parts where we will sculpt, go to the edit mode, select all, Shift N, then back to object mode, Ctrl A, apply all transforms. Now when we go to sculpt mode, as you see, this is better. Now the editable should be not played with because the topology is right, and we will make now another collection which is for sculpting, because we will increase the density from like 15,000 to 1 million to 900,000 triangles, then export the details in sculpting as normals and getting it back to our editable, which yeah, it's high in topology, like 15,000 triangles, but after topology with the details, they will have the same result of like a 1 million triangle chair. So how is that done? We will just, as last time, copy paste the editable collection, get it out of there, and I will name that sculpting, or you know what, details. Disable the editable. Now inside the details, now we can play more on that. So I will append my brushes. As you see here, this is like my brushes. I will go on the brush pack, brush, then choose all the brushes you want. I will select them all for now, then save, go to the sculpt mode, and now your brushes are loaded. Okay, so as you see, a very much of interesting shapes. The thing is, even if I chose any one of them and try to now sculpt, they won't look good. That's why I said we will need to increase the pixel density a lot. So I will subdivide it multiple of times, and it's like around that. Then go to sculpt mode so I can have a little bit of good details. Yeah, they look pixelated, but this is not due to pixels. This is due to they are not shaded smoothly for sculpting to happen. So yeah, see, from far away they look good. So yeah, but we won't shade them yet because yeah. Now we'll go to sculpt mode, choose something. I will do just examples. You can do way more better details, the tutorial of. For example, this one looked nice on this, so you can put it like that, giving the chair more medieval detail. It's better if you have an edge like that, so they do not silly, that you start from the edge, as it would look more natural for your chair, as you see. But if you started like from here and it resignated, it might do some, it could work for us. As I said, if you increased like more the pixel density and shaded smooth, they would look better, but from far away no one really notice. Bigger objects, you need to understand the scaling of objects in games. Like a chair would have 10,000 triangles at LOD 0, but a bigger object like a building, of course, would have 1 million or 2 million triangles on LOD 0 according to the realistic style. So yeah, a chair does not need to be detailed too much, but a bigger object would need to be, because from the player perspective it would look like this, maybe if he gets too close like this. So you don't need really to increase the ball count more than that. Maybe adding something like that. Yeah, maybe adding it to on the, just to give it extra details. Okay, so that's nice. These are some good details according to like a medieval somewhat of a style. So yeah, for details legs, these are some good things. Shading smooth, they will a bit. Now to the base frame. Of course, you also need to subdivide it very multiple times. As you see, we are already 300,000. But yeah, as I said, it does not really matter because these are just normals in the end. Here we might add a flower. I don't really know design for like a chair, how it could look like. Pardon my bad taste in chairs. I'll just throw in some details to you guys. This is the problem when you are working like without a reference, you know? You can't really tell. Maybe. So yeah, I tried adding some details. Okay. So I tried adding some details. Also, we forget to move out like that. Is it a bit filling this like this? I know, small details, but they matter when we almost finishing the project. They would matter a lot. So yeah, these are some details on the leg and the base. Also, you can do the same thing here. Subdivide it times, go to mood and sculpt some details we're doing. For example, we can go to the top, do this flower thingy. As you see, the details here are a bit low. So make a loop for it. It does not have loop. Okay, so now this is better. You can like flower here, one there. Of course, you could better in the topology by like activating the mirrors, the dibotono, and remeshing and masking. I'm just showing you some, just so you understand how the procedure works in video game industry, and not really a course for understanding how things. It's important to know that because sculpting usually has more details and can be better way more than this. This is something fast to do. And usually I would recommend not using Blender but ZBrush. ZBrush is way better in sculpting than Blender, but I'm showing you something quick that you can throw in your game. So now these are details, as you see. They are good, a chair. So yeah, this is the result. In the next episode we will do the optimization, which will take the details, convert into normal, throw the normals on the editables, cleaning the editables, retopology even more, decreasing the poly count, making LODs. Then we will go to materials and UV, maybe some texturing and then exporting it. And that's all. This is half the series of how to make any object for a video game. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next episode.